Good evening.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
We are in that question that where we stopped in the last class, last discussion, the topic of faith and versus science. So I just stopped with a big question mark that knowing perfect substance with imperfect things is possible. This is the question of last session. So can you give small understanding about the last session? Maybe one small refreshment will go. Just 1 minute ka. Who will start first?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Last class, we had the topic faith versus science. In that, first you asked everyone what is faith, what is science. Everyone told their answers. And science is based on evidence. First, you have to achieve knowledge. Then these propositions must be accurate. And for science, that is one defined series of steps to collect information or solve problems. First you have to observe, then to do hypothesis, then experimentation on whatever you observed, and data analysis, then conclusion. One more series is there. Ask question, do research, construct hypothesis, do experiment, analyze your data, then report our results. Then you asked everyone what is faith. Everyone told whatever they knew, and they told faith is belief on something or someone with no scientific proof, but with trust on someone, complete trust or belief on someone or something. That is faith. You gave an example also that when the child is born, after 3 to 4 months, when the child can see and all, the mother will tell this is your father, this is your mother, this is your grandfather, etc. But you will never doubt on her, and you will never ask who is my mother, is she really my father, mother. You will never ask because you believe on your mother. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, nice points, Rakesh. Thank you for the wonderful points. And any point left from Rakesh? Please continue from that. Who will continue? Ketan?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So what point you are having remembering from the last class?
Bro, I also remember so much. The main was difference between faith and science, and the small difference between faith and belief. That's what the whole class was about.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone left?
Prabhu, I think 2-3 points in between I feel we can tell. You were discussing between science and faith. There you had given a comparison that science is completely natural and faith is supernatural. Science supports knowledge, whereas faith works on trust. Science is completely human efforts, but faith is divine power. And then to substantiate this comparison, you had given the example of atrial node. So that even in the pumping of the blood, the spark that is coming, that is from the atrial node, and that's how some scientists came to a conclusion that consciousness is existing.
Yeah.
So this was the thing you said. And while going in the end, you gave us one homework. You said, find out the 4 pillars that support the 7 principles of ISKCON.
Okay.
And those 4 pillars were purity is the force, books are the basis, preaching is the essence and principle, utility is the principle. So these four things shared, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Correct. So thank you for that update. So purity is a force and utility is a basis. Okay. So we'll thank you. Can you give the next slide? So ultimately we concluded that with imperfect sense we cannot do, or we cannot identify, we cannot discover, we cannot understand the complete or perfect things. So this is our conclusion from the last session. So are you agree with that? So Kundan gave yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, I have a doubt, Prabhuji, that
Please.
Krishna is perfect and we have imperfect minds. How can we understand him? Like people can little bit understand him.
Okay.
So how can it? As per this question, so it does not agree with that.
How come? Come again. I'm not getting.
Prabhuji, you told that last class that most of the people agreed with this, right? This question. So I have one question for them, that Krishna is all perfect and we all are like little bit, somewhere we are imperfect. How can we understand him? Everyone can little bit understand that he is the supreme personality of Godhead.
Yeah. So this question to all, included me also. So if everyone say something, I'll conclude finally. Just fast, fatafat. This is a question from Rakesh. So what is your insight in that? Your input, your light on this. Come fatafat, fast. We will start first. I'm expecting Kundan to speak and then Ketan.
Hear me now, Prabhu?
Yeah, now it's clear. Tell me. Go ahead, fast.
Prabhuji, as you gave that example that time, mother and son example, I want to compare the son as the imperfect senses and mother as the Shastras. So, as you said, whatever the mother says, we should believe because we are imperfect.
Okay.
We cannot go against those things that no, it is not like this. As you said that again, that DNA example also, that is what some scientist guy will do.
Correct.
Yes. Prabhu.
Yeah. So Rakesh, did you understood what Kundan said?
Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Ketan, you want to comment?
Nothing special, for I don't.
See, yeah. Kiran.
In regard to this question, Prabhu, I agree with what Kundan said. And additionally to that, like the question that we asked last week, you asked how we are able to know perfect things with our imperfect senses.
Okay.
Thinking on this, and what I could find out the answer for this was, we first experiment and try out. I came to this answer by taking the example of the mirage. Like suppose from a distance we are able to see the mirage and we think it is water, but when we go nearer and we find out, no, that was not water, it was just mirage. So that process, what we did was nothing but experimenting. Once we did the experiment, then we observed, and then we came to interference that okay, that this is not water, it is a mirage. So that is how we are able to know the perfect things with our imperfect senses. And also, before we start with the experiment, first we have faith that okay, there is water over there, let me go and see. So it works on the process of faith, Prabhu.
Yeah, it's somehow you've given a little light on that. I'm okay with that. Still, I just want to moderate this topic little more. So I'm just little moving towards some other aspects. That why I'm putting this slide in front of you. The next slide.
This one?
Yeah, and that one before the previous one. Previous one. Yeah. So what I'm just making you to understand is it's all about you, how you're experiencing all those things. See, when you go behind the proof and facts to understand something, you don't have much time and much equipped. You are not equipped with the things which helps to prove that this is correct or this is wrong. And some of the theory which you are making, which is always in hypothesis stage, you want more time. It may be 100 years, 200 years, 300 years to understand whether it is hypothesis or it is proved or it is true. So this is how it goes. So totally what is the problem is, everything it starts with you first. Whether you want go behind the proof and facts, or you just have simple faith on the things which already proposed or which are already told by the superiors, which is really helpful, because we don't know where to start. Then already there is a start. What is it? We can call, when you do the project, you have to do first article review. You have to see that the same project in a different aspect, whether any other people they did or not. What it called actually? It's called article review only, no? Please help me. Before doing any project, you have to go for the studies. It's called thesis. So in that you have to review so many articles, that the project which I am proposing, I am going to do, which already anybody done, or the related to that topic anybody are performed or not, any material, any details or any data is available or not. We will definitely check. Even science needs this. What to speak of us? Scientists needs this. They review articles. They make before making thesis. They do article review. There is a particular process. They search all these things from different sources, different articles from the different scientists, and those science will help them to start the project. So like that, we are also having such a different tools which comes under this faith, because we are our superiors, our seniors, our ancestors, they already given all these things, but we are not gone through in that way. We are just simply hearing as a theory. Once you experience, no, then you will start realizing the same thing which our superior experienced, our ancestor experienced. Okay, so it all starts with you. You want to go behind proof and facts, you need some 3-4 janmas to find one hypothesis state to prove as it is wrong or it is right. Okay, you should understand that whether I want to go in this long process, or otherwise I will have some little faith. and I'll just start. What I may lose in this. If I lose also, there is a lesson for me. Like that, if you go in this, no, because it's already mentioned. If you're again, I'm going for this thesis article review. They performed and they written as in the article. So like that, we are also doing the article review. We'll discuss in next slides. So what I'm trying to propose here is, it starts with you, whether you want to do hard work or you want to do smart work. So smart work is have some little faith and belief, trust on the superiors, and go ahead. Otherwise, you go behind the proof and facts and do experiments, make some lot of laws and theories, and from that theory another person will come and they say, no, this is wrong, this is that, this is those, that, this is this, everything comes. But finally, where you will end, that we don't know. We will die like a dog in one day before finding this truth. So to minimize the effort, the labor to understanding this, we should have little faith. So this is a point I want to make. So we'll go further. We'll discuss more and about this. Next slide. So till now, what we are discussing is, we are just understanding all these stuff, that whether this or that, or faith and science is faith versus science, and faith is not comparable. But understanding this till now, what we are discussing is, we understood that, and we experienced that, and we are practically seeing that in our textbooks. Till now, what we are reading, the physics, chemistry, biology, it's all theory which is proposed by some people who are already experimented. They come with the facts and proofs to understand this is the science of this. The science of this is this is the science of this. This is their understanding. So what I'm saying here is, science is all about the culmination of facts and experiments. This is the understanding you should have. Please note this in the point, as science is generally all about culmination of facts and the experiments which already performed, or it has to be performed, and we'll know the theory of that. So this is the basic understanding of science and facts. But generally what happens, when before going this stage, we may lose our life. People are doing research 60 years, 70 years, but still there is no this thing. So after 80 years of the research, people came to know there is a consciousness in the human body. But our Prabhupada's 50 years ago itself, we started Krishna conscious movement. You just see how smart is Prabhupada is, how foolishly hard-working scientist is. No? So, first you understand science is all about the culmination of facts and experiments. Got it? Then, next slide. Then we move to the important topic is faith. So faith is all about trust and belief from out of superiors and ancestors. It's belief from superiors and ancestors. This is basic understanding which everyone should have. So faith is all about trust and belief from our superiors, ancestors, superior ancestors knowledge which they are given already in the different area. Like they will give through the Shruti, means teaching. Like if your father is a carpenter, There is no protocol or there is no SOP, standard operating procedure for this. Those days there is no this thing. So the father will teach, okay, you have to cut the wood like this, you have to make the wood like this, it has to be measured this much, and it has to be flat, and this much is this thing, steady state, and the vertical equilibrium, everything, the physics of the house, the architecture. So the son learned all these things. Then the son become good carpenter. Then the son again teaches his own son. Like this knowledge came. So it's not that there is no this thing, the measurement, this and proper protocol or standard operating procedure, SOP, in the corporate level. They say SOP, standard operating procedure. So they have the skill. Out of skill, they given the knowledge to the hereditary, the parampara. So like that it came. This is one way. That's what many things we do which already our ancestor did. If you go and ask mother why we have to do this, no, this is good for us. This is our mother is teacher taught us, and my mother got it from their mother. So it goes. So why we have to learn all these things? That is very important. Faith. Why we have to keep faith? Why we have to understand? Why we have to do experiments and to understand science, the facts, everything? What is your opinion? Why have to go through this faith and versus science conversation? Why it is important?
Prabhuji, I think that the fellow who don't have faith in their superiors, that fellow only will run behind science, behind experiments.
No, we can also go. See, when you have the faith in your ancestors, first you have faith and do whatever they do. Once you're doing, actually the doing is also experimenting, the trial and error method. Like I said, the carpenter teaches his son about the carpentry of making door, example. Okay. So that carpenter is teaching his son that this has to be done. Then you will make a nice door. There is a procedure he will teach, the skill, how to do. When the son doing on his own with father's instruction, he is actually doing trial and error method, because he is doing first time. He is doing practical exam. When he heard theory from his father, but he has to put his practical experimental knowledge from the theory, and he has to do experiment. Then the size will be crossed, and something will be not properly came due to less skills of the son. Then the output is something different. Again he do experiment. By that experiment he will get experience. Okay, this is what done, this is what not to be done. Then he develops the skill. So through knowledge, the theory, he do experiment. He means he's practically doing. It is also practically doing itself. It is nothing but it's experimental. Once he gone through the experiment, he comes with the output. The output is showing that no, this is here little the size difference is there. We have to cut it. Then only it fits in the entrance. Like that, he comes to the conclusion. Okay, we have to do this. We have to not do this. Then it is experimentally. Father gave an instruction. That is no doubt about it. But when you practically doing whatever the theory heard from the father, then comes the problem. Then the trial and error method comes. When do trial, find the error, again you correct the error in the next trial. That is good skilled carpenter to make a nice cupboards and carpentry work in the new house. So you cannot say that whether if I have faith also, I do experiment. Then only I come to know whether it is coming correct or not. then you will confidently enter into that field and you become flying with colors. You will be skilled. You are, what do you say then, the modern terminology, nailed it. They say, no, you are nailed it, man. Means what? You are perfectly skilled in that technique, in that process. Then you are very such a exalted the carpenter in that field. So we can do the experiments if even though you have faith. Okay. So what is I'm asking is, why we have to go through all this faith and science? Yeah. Yeah, Kundan.
Yeah, I agree with you, Prabhuji. But
Okay.
when science will disprove Shastras, right? No, science
Okay.
cannot disprove. And when
Yeah.
many people will take it seriously that okay, this is false. Whatever said in Shastras is false. Science proved it like this. But whenever
Okay.
Shastras will prove that science is wrong, that time no one takes seriously, Prabhuji.
Yeah, this is a fault of our short brain level, that we cannot understand. We are just thinking shastras or mythology. With that what is a mentality, if you access shastra, then you will not get anything. Like a foolish person having Bhagavad Gita and you having Gita is different. When he wants to eat bhaji, he will tear one page and he will squeeze out all the oil and eat with the Bhagavad Gita book when he is a fool. But what you do with the book means you are taking complete advantage of the book, and you enjoy that book by reading it, understanding the spiritual stuff. Okay, Kundan, where we are?
He asked you one question.
He was asking you when Shastra is disproved by science, that time people take more interest. But when when science disproves that Shastra, then people take interest. When Shastra disproves science, then people don't take interest.
Well, can I add one point, bro?
Please, Ketan, tell me.
Bro, basically, science is nothing but they do research, bro. They search what is already existing. They just research which already exists. But Shastra, what it has done is searching. The first thing Shastra had done is identify that. These scientists, just because Shastra has done, they are just digging deep so that they want to prove Shastra's wrong and eliminate themselves, proving that we are correct. That's the basically thing the scientists do, bro.
Correct. Hemakiran, can you spotlight me? Means along with the PPT, it's not coming. My video. Yes, whatever you told, no, it's correct, Ketan. So that point is, it's a common point that I'm going to just say, but I want to give more deep in that. You're saying it's correct, but how they do research, which already searched and kept it. So that we are going to discuss now. So we are going towards that only. So Kundan is asked related to that only. So here, as Kundan asked, I want to give some clarification. See, generally we are not accessible to Shastras. We are not touching the book material at all. Whatever the coming in the online, roaming in the reels and shorts, there they see and they do all these things. But generally what happened, nobody is not ready to access what is there in the Shastra. If you go and ask the person what is there in this, how you are thinking that this is all myth, they don't know. But when you ask them, have you touched Bhagavad Gita? Have you touched Bhagavatam? They say no. Why I have to touch? Then you are no way rights to talk or tell comment on this. Like that, face to face, you have to say, and if you have guts, read it and come with the knowledge. Otherwise, don't comment on this. because there is a qualification to comment something which you know already. If you don't know anything and you're just commenting and going on here and there, means it's a worthless, it's a useless comment. You cannot take that seriously. That is my understanding in that. Okay, come to our discussion. So why we have to know this faith versus science and faith and science? Is there any significance is there to discuss all these things? What will I'll get it from
In this young generation where there is more argument on Shastra and more belief in science, if we know the difference between faith and this thing, and we'll be ready to give any answer if they ask us.
Okay, no, it's not about Shastra. Shastra is a big word. I'll come to that point. But before understanding why I have to go for this faith and science concept at first of all, because science is all about facts. Facts is about what? That is my question. See, I'm giving some
facts
examples.
about what is facts about what is already there in this universe.
Okay, why you understand the facts about the universe?
So that people know what is there around them.
No, not people. Whether you want to understand or people.
Everyone wants to understand, but everyone should have that interest in it, Prabhuji.
Okay. But what I am saying here is this, you almost near to that point. So please change the next slide. So we are trying to understand something. We are trying to understand the science versus faith. Why? It's understanding this world properly. Because everything happened inside this world. And that's what I'm coming to give one example about Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton is a fellow sitting under the apple tree, and the apple falling from the apple tree and touching the ground is a common thing which is happening in the world. But he made the gravity theory out of that. So
That's
want
why
to
we are
prove
suffering
that.
now. That's why we are suffering now.
Yes, that's what we are suffering in one sense, because 10th, what is that, 10th 6.8 into 10 to the power of 29, what is that, gravity, 9.8.
Yes, bro, 6.022 into 10 to the power.
So these are all, it's all funny in one way. Anyway, so why I'm saying this, you just understand this is a normal thing happening in the world. But for that, you have to make theory and find the force of the gravity force, and for that you have to derive a formula, and the derivation for the formula you have to put it in the physics book, and for that you will give some 5-mark question. That 5-mark question we sit and answer. No need of these many effort or labor. That is what we should understand. And first of all, for common people, when you are talking, I'm just giving this word. Please read it to Ketan.
Understanding this world is very important to leave and let go of this place.
Get out. Get out. Okay. So you should understand this world properly, clearly, so that you can live, how to manage this area. See, when you are going to Ireland or Switzerland, how you go first of all? No, now you plan for Vrindavan. How you go? It's there in India. Come again?
Flight, Prabhu.
Flight. Then what are all the things you carry with you? This is the December month. Mind.
Sweater, Prabhu.
Yes, sweater, blankets,
gloves,
Snacks.
muffler, gloves, because The winter climate in Vrindavan in December month, it's unbearable actually. It's very thanda, very chill. So why we know? Because we are understanding Vrindavan. Okay, Vrindavan this month is very cold, so that we have to be precautionary. We should carry all this. So this is how these people in the material world, they think that to live in this material world, take advantage of this material world, we should know first the material world. We should know this material world very carefully. If you are not understanding this, then what happen, if you are not understanding this, you don't know how to live here and you don't know how to get out of here also. That is a very funny thing. We are stuck here. So these people, our scientists, they are exploiting this world by understanding this world. They are also in the process of trying to understand. They are not completely understood. There is a very wonderful statement from the scientists that they are telling we are not yet understood the sea, the ocean, which is 70% of this mortal world. So sea is so deep. We don't know how many living beings in the ocean, how many miracles or mystery inside the ocean. We don't know. Scientists accepted this. So this is very, very important. So when we should know these things, we should understand these things so that we can live or we can exploit it. This is the scientist understand. But when Prabhupada comes and talks about some Bhagavatam verse, Jalaja Laval Nakkani, it's mentioned.
9 lakh species.
Yeah, the living beings, living entities in the water, in the ocean is Nava Lakshani. Means there is a 9 lakhs of living species available in the ocean, the water. So, Hemakiran, can you share Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 1st chapter, text 6, possible?
Is this the one, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Anyone want to read Sloka? Anyone want to try? Etavan Shankya Yogabhyam Swadharma Pariknishtaya Janmalabha Pumsa Ante Narayana Kriti. Okay. Translation.
The highest perfection of human life, achieved either by complete knowledge of matter and spirit, by practice of mystic powers, or by perfect discharge of occupational duty, is to remember the personality of Godhead at the end of the life.
So this sloka, you see, the complete knowledge, when you come, the human life, when they achieve the highest perfection to understanding about the matter and spirit. It is not only spirit. So, first of all, we should, why I am putting the word here is understanding this world is very important to live and get out of this place. So, here the Sukadeva Goswami also describing this, that you should understand this matter also. It's not that no, I am a spirit soul, I am a not body, this. No, you should understand matter also. You should understand material world. You should understand the science, understand the physics, chemics, of the material world. Then only the true facts of material world you understand. Once you understand that, then you feel that no, this is not a place to live. So first, where you get all these things? First, to understand this bhautika lok, this material world. Without understanding this, you will not understand your spirit. You will not understand there is a spiritual world. You will not understand the permanent thing, and you will not perfect yourself also. It's very important. Come back to the slides, Hemakiran. So when you are understanding this faith science of this material world is also necessary. When you are not ready to understand this, then what happened? We lose. We fail. That's what, as Kundan told, that people are not ready to okay with the shastras, which is proven, the science proven through shastra. People are ready to go for this thing only. Always pointing out the shastra is myth and is destroyed by the modern science. So, but shastra, again, we'll go in that in future. We should understand this. Understanding this world is very important. That's what we are learning science. So why we are sitting and reading science book, physics, chemistry, biology? It's because of to understand this world. In that sense, you have to read. So for general understanding, science, understanding this material world, to live properly, you have to understand the characteristics of this world, so that you can live very smartly here. Otherwise, you will fall. Otherwise, you will exploited by this world, exploit or destroyed by this world. Because many people are like dying like that only, without knowing anything. They die. Again, they will come. Till now, if you are not understanding this material world, you again you take birth here and to understand. I think scientists are in that way only. They are in progress, I can say. Scientists are previous Janma. They are trying to understand this material world little bit. Again they died. Again they come as a scientist. Again they grow. They read all the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Again they do all the research. They again we find. This is how the cycle goes. So you should understand, as a devotee, as an intelligent guy, intellectual person, you should understand why I am to understand the faith and science concept, to live or get out of this place. That is your motto for you. You should keep in your mind. Okay, next slide. When you are not ready to live here, like scientists, they want to understand to live here. And when you trying to live here by understanding this, you will develop attachment. You will develop attachment, so that what happen? It won't leave. You will not leave. Like pizza, cheese on the pizza. It's always sticky. It's not normal stick. People are it looks like very nice, juicy, satisfying while taking out one piece of this. And you just imagine that 1/6 of the piece is you. And this connection between the other pizza and your portion is attachment. When somebody is coming and making you separate from that, there is a sticky. This stickiness only Kundan's question ka answer. Because they want to stick here, so that they won't believe shastras at all. So they want to stick here, they want to get attached to this material world nicely. They want this sense gratification temporarily, and they think this is permanent. They stuck here only. So we should understand here, this sticky pizza, like this sticky pizza only, we are sticked here. Because we stuck here that to understanding this world to live only. But understanding this world is not for live here only. Understanding this world as per the sloka we read, it's understanding this sloka to live, the art of living here and art of get out of here also. Okay? This is very, very important. You should understand very clearly that why we need to know this faith and science concept. No, this material world you should understand. Otherwise, you will completely sticky here. To live and get out also. As a devotee, you should understand. Next slide. So this, how we know? No, sometimes we do everything, the science concepts. It makes you like this fellow, like this lady, wonderful lady. What is her name? Anyone know? We already showed this lady's video in first class, I think.
Robot Prabhuji, I forgot her name. Some S. It starts with S, I guess.
Correct. You're almost there.
First humanoid robot, Prabhu.
Yes. What is her name? And she's got citizenship also in Dubai. First robo citizenship by this lady robot, humanoid robot. Her name is Sophia. Sophia will think according to the inputs, instruction given, or the what you say, that neural schema, the programmed instruction, by the programmed instruction to this lady robot. She know how to think, she know how to receive the question and deliver the answer. Complete human process. But there is a one thing is missing from this Sophia and us. What is that factor? She do whatever you do. She thinks, she smiles, she shows sympathetic face.
Emotion.
Yes?
No emotions.
No emotion. She nicely shows.
Emotions also is there.
No, she's
She can't feel pain, Prabhu.
She is not conscious. She does not have consciousness.
She doesn't have
What
Atma.
do you mean by conscious again?
No Atma, Prabhu.
What do you mean by conscious?
No soul.
No atrial node.
Something. What?
She does not have atrial node, Prabhu.
Atrial node. But she has some battery. That is her atrial node spark from the plug point. She's also without plug point spark. She won't run. Okay. Next slide.
Prabhuji, this one we
this
created.
Sophia and you is, there is a huge difference between you and Sophia. You are not pre-programmed neural schematic programmed robot, but many of the time will go behind the facts and this is a theory, this is how it has to be done, this is a big bang, like that. Directly or indirectly, some force is always telling you that no, you are about this body, you have to do you are this mind, this is all the instruction. If you do, you will get enjoyment. When you do this, you will get happiness. This is that. This is continuously happening. Some force is always behind you to think something and understand something in a different level. Are you agree with my point or not? Some forces, we can simply say she is programmed, Prabhu. And you, I'm asking you, you are also programmed by the force around you. Example, you don't have, you cannot buy tomorrow the Lamborghini car. Is it true or not? Can you do that tomorrow morning in front of your house? I need Lamborghini car. For that, I put some endeavor. Tomorrow morning, that will be in my home, in front of my home. It will happen or not?
In dreams, it may happen, bro.
In dreams, it may happen. But the fact is, science. Fact is, one day it will not happen unless otherwise you are a son of Ambani, a son of Elon Musk, son of at least Rajinikanth. Correct. So it's not a fact for you, but some force is making you to think that no, I cannot do this. It won't come da. It won't happen to me. This is continuously happening through some force that we should understand. Next slide. When you have to come out of this pre-programmed. Hemakaran, next slide. You have to come out of this pre-programmed the force. Then only you come to understand that no, the previous one. Previous one. Yeah. So when the programming in your mind has to come out of you, then only you can see the real pic of you. When I'm saying the wonderful human analogy and human intelligence is by the force. It is not made up of your own experience. Kundan is saying the robot is made by imperfect, where it is, imperfect beings. We are all trying to create perfect things, but in reality are not qualified to create. But yeah, in one sense it's correct, but in another sense, in other words, you can do also. That is my whole point here. First, for that you should understand how the mechanical part of me is functioning and the subtle part of me functioning in my body. Then you come to know the complete understanding of you. I'm saying that you go and stand in front of the full-size mirror which is available in your home, and I'm saying that whatever you are seeing in the mirror, it's not you. It's not you. How many are agree with my point? Whatever you're seeing in front of mirror, that you believe till now, till second, it's me, it's not you. Hello?
Prabhu, now you're questioning our existence only, Prabhu.
Huh?
Now you're questioning our existence only.
No.
Prabhuji, I agree.
What about others? Yes, Kundan is agreed. What about Ketan?
We have took this human form of life just to
Are you interested or not? You people are interesting. Showing interest. It is looks interest or not? Whatever I'm saying till now.
Yes.
No, for you all I'm asking, not Ketan or not Kundan. Yes, Ketan, something you're telling. Sorry.
Have took this human form of life just to attain some goals, bro. Till then, this is our body. After that, this is not our body eternally, no, bro.
No, this is your body. If you are clear that this is your body, but this body is not you, then you are correct. My point is, whatever you are seeing in front of the mirror, it is not you. The you is different, and whatever you are seeing in the mirror is different. That is my point. So that is the pre-programmed the neural schema of you, that you have to come out of it. That is the point I'm just trying to make here. I know, please move the second slide, next slide. I know it's confusing little bit and confusing the facts here and there. Next slide, Hemakaran. I know it is confusing you, and I made you to confuse only from first class also to the second class also. But once you think all these things, try to speculate it, try to introspect it, and you will get so many nice things that you can discuss with me in the next class, that I want you to discuss very clearly. So when you understand whatever you are seeing in front of your mirror, it is not you. Means what? Whatever you are seeing, that the experience of you through your body is different than you is different. The experience you are getting through the mirror by seeing your body is different, and the real you is a different. Okay, when you understand that clearly, then you come to the platform of understanding matter and spirit. Next slide. Then you come to the point of understanding matter versus spirit. It's moving towards matter and spirit. Okay, so when you clearly understand whatever experience I'm getting here in this material world is just the experience. It is not me. It is not me. The force which is making me to experience something in this material world is temporary, because it is all happening by the force. Through that, I am experiencing only. It is completely about experiencing. But the real you is the spirit. The spirit of real you is the spirit. In other words, I can say the spirit of real you is the spirit. Are you getting? Sir, Prabhu, you are so confusing, Prabhu. This is and all. I'm not getting, Prabhu. From where you are talking all these things? You're making some point, and from that you are changing that point, Prabhu. First, you understand. You just throw.
Prabhuji, can you repeat this point again, Prabhu?
Okay. The spirit of knowing you is the spirit is the main point here. Okay. So
Spirit of
you should.
you.
There is a recording, Kundan. Will go because there are so many slides are waiting for us.
Okay, Prabhu.
So
Okay,
all these stuff. How many minutes are there?
6 minutes, Prabhu. 6.5 minutes we have.
Okay, I think every session will keep some three sessions, Polak. I have so many slides to show.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Anyway, but I want to give everything in detail. That's what I'm making you to think, but I'm not getting much response as I expected. But still, I'm just doing my endeavor. Please, I'm requesting you also do your endeavor to understand all these things and make this session very interestingly. You listen and understand this, because I'm trying to give the interesting stuff, but you receive also in interesting way, so that this whole conversation, whole session will be interested for you to understand this whole complete knowledge that, as described in Bhagavatam, matter and spirit. The complete knowledge when you understood matter and spirit equally and completely. That is called perfect knowledge. If you know only spiritual knowledge, then you don't know the material knowledge, then you're half of the way only. You crossed half of the well. Still you have to cross half of the well. Okay. So first you understand from the aspect of experiencing through the facts, through faith. And I'm just moving towards this, all the things which I'm talking from where. Please move to the next slide. So when you are confused, all these steps, we should need to get counseling. We should take some guidance from some authorized source. The authorized source is about taking shelter of the scriptures. Next, one click. Taking the shelter of scriptures. One click. Yeah. So when you understand this, like our research, I already told, faith, you can understand one by one. Wait. Emigrant, wait. Go back. First line note in. So when I am telling in the last class that faith can be understood through science. Okay? Are you remembering? Faith can be understood through science.
But science can be understood through faith.
Yes. So here I'm making the same point again. Something you know about the science, and you are talking about some spiritual stuff, some spirit, the force acting behind you, and to understand that, to develop detachment from that, you should understand this world in and out, to live and get out of this place. And for that, you should understand matter and spirit. So this is how I'm just taking the flow of this conversation. Now I am just landing the topic here to take shelter of scripture. So when faith can be understood through science, also means whenever you find the thesis in scientific projects, you have to do article review. As we discussed in the early of today's discussion, you have to do article review. So this is called article review for understanding the faith project. Faith project is your project now, considering this first. Okay, for this process, how many time is there? 2 minutes.
Yes, Prabhuji. You can continue. I will tell when it is 10 seconds, that time we log out.
Okay, we can log out, and again you log it just to 15 minutes maximum. What is the time? 7:18. Okay, I'll complete it now itself. So I'll stop in this PPT. From that next onwards, it's like really you should know what is what. It's all scientific practical example I'm going to reveal. The next slide, there is a huge suspense going to be revealed in the next session. That will be very interesting and interesting to know about this. My God, this or not, I don't know. My parents are not taught this kind of stuff. I'm going to reveal the next session. Okay, so we'll complete. I'm trying to land this here. The understanding about this here means here is to do article review. For us, article review is take shelter of scriptures, Shastra in Sanskrit. So Shastra we should understand. Article review, why we have to do? To found the theory or thesis, first of all. For our project is called faith project. Now we come to know we are going to do a project. We are all in final year exam. This is a life. We have to do our exam. So now we are doing project work because it's the last year for us. Okay. Okay. Please log out and come in again. Just 5-10 minutes. We'll come conclude. Okay. Maximum 5 minutes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Where is Ketan?
He has joined. Kishan, we are waiting.
Okay. We'll finish it. No issue. We have many slides. I have separate slide for this thing, science and faith. Practical things. Okay. Yeah, we'll start. Ketan, yeah.
Prabhuji
Okay.
was discussing about that faith project.
Yes. So we are having faith project. So for that we have to do, first of all, what we do, we have to do Shastra, article review, Shastric review. For that we should understand what is article. Isn't it? So I'm just going to reveal what is Shastra mean. Till now we are saying scripture, Shastra, that Shastra, this Shastra. First of all, you should understand what is Shastra. So for anything you want to understand, you have to divide it. Okay. Ek maar do tukda. Then only you come to know what is inside. Now, ek maar do tukda. So when you cut the Shastra word, sorry for the spelling mistake here. So yeah, Shastra, if you cut, nache. Screen, full screen, slideshow. Yeah. No, I'll correct it from my side. Thank you, Mikran. So Shastra, if you cut it, Sa and Astra. So when you divide this Sa and Astra, it's Shastra. From that, if you divide Sa and Astra comes. So in Sanskrit, Sa means, next, Sa means divine words. Sa mean the divine words. Astra means a sword or a weapon. So this is the meaning of Shastra. When you want to defeat, or if you want to understand, if you want to cut your speculation or the things till date you are thinking it is correct, to cut that you have to do the Shastric review. There it comes the real truth which is already documented. It's called article in modern terms. It's already articulated in the articles. It's called Shastra. So what it is helping, how it is helping, because it contains truth. That's what the Sa means in Sanskrit. It's a divine word. Divine word means what? Truth, in other word. Okay, divine word means it's a truth, fact. And Astra means, Astra, cut, which is help for fighting. So what I say here is to cut your ignorance, to tear your ignorance and show what is real knowledge is. That's what the Shastra meant for. You should understand, you should talk these things to your age, because it is having the truth facts, the word of truth facts, which is helping to cut our ignorance, which is already accumulated very long back from our A for Apple day. So we should understand this very carefully. So first you got the meaning of Shastra. I'm like article ka definition. Okay, so this is how. So once you understand what is Shastra, then you have to understand what are all the Shastras. Okay, what are those scriptures? Next slide. Yes, what is the scripture is Vedas, Upavedas, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, Samhitas, Aranyakas, Puranas. This is the category of articles which you are start going for the faith projects. The different, different category of the articles is called Vedas, Upavedas, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, and Samhitas, Aranyakas, and Puranas. In that, the main article is called Veda. Okay, Vedas are Praman. That is the main article you are going to review. Okay, just keep both the things balancedly so that whatever I'm saying, then you will understand. Otherwise, you will not understand. Now you are in the mood of doing project. Project name is called Faith. Faith project we are doing. For that, we are doing first is article review, which we are doing now. Okay. So for that, we understood what is the article definition, which is Shastra definition, and what are all the Shastras, the category of the Shastra we are reading. So in that, Vedas are prominent. See, some word is so similar, the Praman, from that word only the prominent came. It's there. This Praman goes to Greek, it's promo. From that, it came prominent. So whatever from this, it goes to Greek and Latin. From there, they will derive. The English people derive. Like this only it goes. How many people to understand in the modern this thing, the commodity which is called kasu. We call it as kasu in Tamil. This kasu, it's mentioned in Vedas also. They use some gold coin. They use the kasa word. That kasa goes to Greek. It's a kasha. From kasha, the English people derived it as cash. Same word, how it is how it traveled, and now we are using that same word, cash. But it's kasa in Tamil. Sanskrit is kasha, gold, silver ka coin, gold ka coin. Those days they used
in Kannada it is kasu.
Kasu, see, everything goes by from here only. How many of you know that one man ka boat in the ocean? It's called Kattu Maram in Tamil. The one man they will go, the fisherman will use only 2 people can sit in that. Okay, they use that word, they will sit on that, they will go for fishing. It's called Kattu Maram. They will tie 2-3 wooden big wood and they will sit on that, they will drive and they will do fishing and they get the fish and come. It's called Kattu Maram. That design is called Kattu Maram. When the British people came here and they saw this and they said that this is catamaran. They will not be able to pronounce that. The catamaran becomes catamaran. It's called the 2-man traveling boat is called catamaran. You can check in the Google also if you want. So the Vedas are Praman. That is the point I'm going to make here. Whatever you want to refer, you have to refer through Vedas only. That is our main article. Like when I'm a pharmacist, when I'm studying pharmacy, whatever I have to check the medicines, one molecule of one medicine. For example, paracetamol, everyone knows. Paracetamol helps for reducing the body heat, fever. Okay. So for that, from the paracetamol, how much dose we have to take, how we can prepare that, what is the combination we can take, how much we can do mixing, what is the stability, what is the characteristic of a paracetamol. Everything is written in one textbook. It's called pharmacopoeia. Maybe you can search in the Google. That pharmacopoeia is the main authorized book for a pharmacist. Okay, there are many books, many texts, but they will refer pharmacopoeia. Once it is not available in pharmacopoeia, then whatever you are saying is wrong. When you are going for a new drug discovery, the new medicine you are discovering, it has to be in line with pharmacopoeia. If it is not in line, then whatever you are making the theory is wrong. Nowadays it's kind of Indian pharmacopoeia, British pharmacopoeia. There is a huge difference like that, like Upavedas, the Upanishads. We have so many. So Vedas are the Praman, means that is prominent. See, one Praman, I went here somewhere else. Okay, we are going to understand all these things, and from that, what are all the things we can get to make your faith project strong, which we can discuss in the next class.